In the heart of the Sunshine Coast, where innovation meets opportunity, is the next generation of industrial progress and visionary development. Meet Daryl Burnett, also known as DB, a pioneering developer and landlord who is redefining the landscape of state-of-the-art industrial spaces. His complexes, where ambition fuels growth and sustainability guides every blueprint. Join us in a journey through the latest project where innovation is built into every square metre and tenants work towards a brighter and more dynamic future. With cutting-edge design and commitment to excellence, DB, Daryl, is not just constructing buildings, he's creating a home for businesses to thrive. And these businesses will power the future economic growth for the Sunshine Coast, one development at a time.
Ideally, down here in Aura, the reason we dipped our toe in this area is it was new. Working with Stocklands was really good. The availability of land, obviously being a new estate, there was plenty of land and we could really dig our teeth into it. We also knew what was coming for Aura, and that is the city centre and everything down to the south. What we tried to do down here in Aura is have a point of difference from design. We spent a lot of money trying to make our industrial sheds almost look like an office building, like the massive screens and all the rest of it. The glass that sits behind those screens literally costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. And look, we hope that brings ventilation, natural light, and makes people as comfortable as they can be in an industrial shed. Because let's face it, you spend over half your life at work. So, you know, if they can roll up and it looks a bit nicer and it's a bit more comfortable with ventilation and light, then hopefully that makes their day a little bit better, and hopefully that means that they stay a lot longer. Because we're not about tenants for 1 or 2 years, we're about tenants for longer periods of time. We started this job in November. Luckily we poured the whole project of footings in one day. It was a huge day. The guys didn't get out of here till 7 p.m. at night, literally under headlights of the concrete pump. And myself and the foreman of the concreters were here with them the whole time, just making sure that they had what they need, we could get the job done, because the forecast was for a lot of rain the next day. And all jokes aside, that was the start of 1.2 metres of rain. So we didn't step foot back on this job until the end of February the following year. So I pretty much sat for the rest of November, all of December, Christmas, January was a write-off. The third week of February we got back on site, and then fought it to the end as well. It just kept raining and raining and raining, and you can only do what you can do. Those challenges, they happen, but you just got to work around them and get done what you can when you can and move forward. We try and build complexes with different size tenancies. We know that every business isn't going to just slot into the same mould as everyone else. So we try and have different size tenancies that will suit the majority. We leave holes in between the tilt panels from one tenancy to another. So if someone wants to expand, within 10 minutes we take out those fireproof panels. And yeah, when we do our office fit outs and things, we just put plenty of PowerPoints, plenty of data points, and again, just try and make it user friendly. We insulate to the max everything that we do. All of our roofs in our sheds are insulated, and when we do our office fit outs we insulate every single wall, because 90% of the time we're going to at least put an air conditioner or something in there. Most of the complexes down here have bio basins on them, so all your stormwater goes into the pits. All the oils and cigarette butts and bits of rubbish are taken out via some pans that are in there, and then it goes down through the bio basins and, you know, back into the waterways. When an agent brings me a prospective tenant, we have a look at that tenant together. We make sure that they will fit into the complex and work well with neighbouring tenancies and things like that. We make sure that they can afford the tenancy. We don't want anyone being under any unnecessary pressure financially or emotionally or anything like that. There's no pressure from us to take a tenancy. They either sort of want it or they don't, if that makes sense. So I try and come down and meet every tenant before we even sign anything. Guys, this is what we've got. This is how the system works. This is who's who at the zoo. And we make sure that, yeah, everyone is on the same page, because it's just so much easier if it's that way.
Daryl understands that each business has unique operational needs. Therefore, he offers tailored fit-out solutions to allow tenants to optimise their space for efficiency, productivity and comfort. This includes office fit-outs consisting of painted walls, ceilings, power, lights, air conditioning. By collaborating closely with tenants during the fit-out design process, Daryl ensures that the final workspace is perfectly suited to their specific requirements. Recognising the importance of well-being in the workplace, Daryl incorporates a range of on-site amenities designed to support businesses and their employees. By focusing on customised fit-outs, providing comprehensive amenities and offering lease flexibility, DB has positioned himself not just as a landlord, but a partner in the success of these businesses.
Our landlord is awesome. He sort of looked after us, helped us. We've expanded from one shed at the front to two more at the back. He's accommodated as our business has grown and wants to work with us to the point where he's actually now got us a new site that he's going to build us a new shed exactly how we want to help our business continue to grow.
The ease of access to the builders and developers here to help with any minor issues that we may have, and the responsiveness is second to none.
A lot of our workspace around this area, so it's pretty central to jump back on the highway. Plumbing supplies right there, so we can run straight around, grab our gear.
Not many landlords want a panel beater and spray painter in here, and he was very accommodating with all of our needs and requirements to get in here. So yeah, that was one of the main things we were lucky to have here.
Access and location, especially if you're heading north or south on the Bruce. So access to Brisbane's pretty close, and then access to the other end of the coast is really good. And then infrastructure within the area. You know, you've got all the mod cons in terms of services are all already here.
If the businesses in our complexes are successful, then the whole complex is a success.
DB offers exceptional leasing opportunities within the Shadforth Industrial Park and the Aura Business Park. We invite you to become part of these thriving communities. So by reaching out to the Shadforth commercial team today for your leasing needs, you can join and elevate your business in these dynamic developments.